very oldest language on the face of this earth. Chico Ikabia Mapuni, Chineke, and son of the Isala, Nina Goza Hansoya, Nana Jama, and Yanage Faros, Obanane, all the and then saw no one in and you went out of his and you went out because you will make a difference with your source and you will not do but you know what? I would like you to believe that Sabotage is the cause of it. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not. I have come. Look with you. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what happens in 5 years to come. Thank you. But you know what? I would like you to believe that Sabotage is the cause of it. No. I am the solution, and the only way they they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not possible. I have come. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what happens in 5 years to come. Thank you.
The more your land will be taken from you, the more your daughters will be raped and abducted, the more your sons will be slaughtered in cold blood. And under one Nigeria, there is nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because one idiot that they groomed will rise up and say to you, oh no, it's one Nigeria, there is crime everywhere. Haven't you heard about Zamfara? Haven't you heard about Katsina? There is crime everywhere. That is not the case. The crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own action. They grouped them. Al-Qaeda in the Nigeria, ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, bandits, all of them. Who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them into Nigeria. Everybody brought them in. All the same government brought them in. Are you people deaf and dumb and stupid? When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria, go and show somebody was asking, where is the boundary, where would the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where did the boundary of Nigeria begin? People from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a rail line to Niger. They are building roads to Niger. Whereas where the money comes from, which is Biafra land, we don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money, you come to Onaji, you come to Ebema, you come to Agule, you come to Ebo, you take our resources, sell it, get the money, and now you're building a way to be careful, and you want me to be happy with you. Clap for your Nigeria, one Nigeria. I think you maybe not again. You are insane. You come to my land, you take our oil, you take our gas, you take our manpower, you take everything, our VAT, our tax, everything. You are now building a road from Katsina to Niger, airport to Niger, refinery to Niger. You take oil from my land, you take it to Niger, you refine it, you bring it back to me as a refined petroleum. And you're telling me that country is viable. You're telling me that Nigeria should be supported. You are in one Nigeria. You are not going anywhere and you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money so that they will come out. Pages of the newspaper to give the world the impression that everything is okay when things are go and see the contradictions in it. Nigeria is not working. We are marginalized. And then you come back to say Nigeria is one. You must stay in it together. Are you not foolish? These are the useless intellectuals that you have. On one hand, you say Nigeria is not working. You are marginalized. You are being discriminated against. You are suffering. They are killing you everywhere. And you come back to the same place and say Nigeria must be one. Had Nigerians gotten together to say they want to be part of this useless contraption, that's entirely their business. So I'm a Democrat, I'm subscribed to it. But have you asked yourself this question? Why is it that all those asking you to remain in one Nigeria has something to gain from Nigeria, or they have benefited in the past? Nothing more, nothing less. I saw the letter that Back wrote to President Biden. In it, Back said, come and help us fight terrorism in order to ensure that there will be no regional destabilization. That is their game plan at the U.S. State Department for very many years, until we stepped in. They keep trotting out these lies. Once Nigeria breaks up, there will be destabilization in the entire region. I said that because you don't understand African history. Most of these people are not people. When I say it, they say I'm insulting them. No, I'm not insulting you. Most of them are people. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. We always go back to our village where we are born, where our umbilical cord, our long, where it was buried. That's where we come from. That is why every Christmas, Easter, New Year festival, or August meeting, you see us migrating back to where we come from. And I keep saying these things to Africans, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Everywhere in Africa, during Christmas, if you like, be in South Africa, if you like, let it be in Kenya, let it be in Rwanda, everybody from the capital goes to the village. If you go to Accra, the same thing happens. This past Christmas, if you like, go to Cotonou. I will pray in English because a lot of people are listening all over the world. I mean, a lot. Millions are listening all over the world. And I want them to follow our proceedings this very evening. Very, very critical, very, very important that we do so. O Lord, my God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, we take refuge in you. Save and deliver us from all that pursue us. Because if you look away from us, they will tear us apart like a lion and rip us to pieces with no one to rescue us. Because the world is against Biafra for no reason. We are hated, we are despised for no discernible reason. Only thee, O Lord God Almighty in heaven, is our Savior, not man. You must come to our rescue. Because you are our Lord and you are our God. If we have done this, if I have done anything, if there is guilt on my hands, if I have repaid anybody, be it friend or an adversary, with evil or without cause, have done wrong to any man or woman, then let the Fulani Janjaweed pursue and overtake me. Let them trample down my life to the ground and make me sleep in the dust. Arise, O Elohim, Adonai El Shaddai, in your anger, rise up against the rage of the Fulani Janjaweed Caliphate and the Zoological Republic. You will rise and you will fight for your children. You will awake, O Heavenly Father, Lord God Almighty, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the owner of the universe, for you must decree justice. Let your children and all men and of goodwill gather around you while you sit on top of your throne in the highest of the heavens, the habitation that only thee can ever occupy. Only you, O Heavenly Father, will judge the people. You will vindicate me, O Lord, you will vindicate ipoB, you will vindicate your children of Biafra, according to our righteousness, according to our integrity. O Most High, bring an end to the violence of the wicked, bring an end to Fulani Janjaweed violence in our land, bring an end to their abductions, bring an end to their kidnappings, bring an end to their extrajudicial slaughter of the innocent, bring an end to their forced conversion of Christians into Islam, bring to an end their mediocrity, bring to an end their senseless feudal rule, bring to an end their evil and their deception. Come and secure the righteous, because only you, O God Almighty in heaven, can see in the dark. Only you know the hearts of men. You are our shield. We have nobody. Between 67 and 1970, the whole world ganged up and fought against your children. We did not steal anything from anybody. We did not go after anybody's possession nor inheritance. We were on our own in the land that you gave to our ancestors. They conspired, they connived, they colluded to kill us. Over 5 million people. We are dead at the end of it. You are our shield. We do not trust in any man or in any state. We trust only in thee, because you are God and you always save the upright at heart. Anybody whose heart is clean, O Heavenly Father, to those you do not abandon to their enemies. That is why you cannot abandon ipoB. That is why Biafra can never be abandoned. Because your words are yea and amen. You are God, you're not human. Facebook may have been bought over by Nigeria, and we pray that Twitter will not succumb to their threats and their violence. You are God, and you are an upright and a just judge. But you are also a God that displays his wrath every blessed day. If Fulani Janjaweed do not relent in what they are doing, if the Fulani Caliphate continues to pursue this scorched earth policy of abductions and murder and mayhem, then you, O Lord God in heaven, you will sharpen your sword, you will bend and string your bow, you will prepare your deadly weapons, you will make ready your flaming arrows. Whoever is pregnant with evil conceives trouble and gives birth to disillusionment. That is what is happening in the zoo called Nigeria. Nigeria is pregnant with evil because it conceived trouble and it has now given birth to disillusionment. All the holes that the Fulani Janjaweed are digging for us into that pit, they are falling into one after the other. The trouble that they have caused will always rebound on them. Their violence will come down on their own heads. O Heavenly Father, for we shall give thee thanks always, all the days of our lives, because only thee is righteous. We shall sing songs of praise unto your holy name, O Most High. For as long as there is a child on this earth of Biafran descent and heritage, O Heavenly Father, we shall worship your name and your name alone, now and forevermore, we pray. He said, that was our prayer this evening. We are now going to proceed without further hesitation to bring to you the gospel which I have been mandated by heaven to preach to the children of men.
Could you tell our viewers a little bit about this application I've just mentioned to you, filed in 2016?
In 2016, our lawyers, should I say our attorneys in Europe, approached the ICC to make or to present a very compelling case about the human rights abuses being perpetrated by the Nigerian government against the people of Biafra. As you well know, Gordon did a very wonderful work. That was in 2016. Also in 2017, additional work was done by our lawyers here in the United States of America. In 2018, additional work was done by our lawyers back home. In 2019, we hired one of the top human rights lawyers in the world to litigate this very matter before the ICC against the Nigerian government. In that same 2019, and as you said, I believe for the very first time, I'm providing clarity on this very matter, I went to the ICC myself. I went to ICC myself. I was deposed. I told them exactly what was happening. They said we shouldn't discuss it when we go outside, and we've been waiting. Since 2019, we're in 2021. And instead of doing something about the, should I say, the very relentless pursuit of the Biafran people, the Nigerian government has been emboldened, the zoo has been emboldened into killing our people, not just killing us. We have now arrived at a situation where our women are being abducted and raped in the north because ICC failed to do something for how many years now? 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. We hired people in The Hague on a permanent basis, paying them tons of money to be collecting all this evidence against the Nigerian government for the sole purpose of bringing this matter before the ICC, at least for them to investigate. But due to the overwhelming political pressure on them, they have not been able to do anything about it. The only reason why they issued some kind of statement a few weeks ago, or should I say a couple of months ago, was because of the NSAS protest. If not, they would have mentioned it. I am in the United States of America, where we've hired a very top lobbying firm at Washington, D.C. at huge expense, I must tell you. You also know about the submissions we made to United Nations. Angela Calamar's report, everyone has read it. We went there, ipoB, she mentioned ipoB and Biafra. You can see that report on human rights abuses in the zoo. I have been to Geneva. I've sat down with United Nations officials in Geneva. I have been to the EU. Most of them have been to the House of Lords to make a presentation before Baroness Cox. I have been to Capitol Hill here in the United States of America, in Washington, to present our case. So where else do you want us to take our cases to before something is done about it? These are the things that people don't understand. Most of the contracts, most of the work we are doing, you cannot see them. You cannot write about them or talk about them. If not for this very program, I won't be discussing this. But it's about time our people realize that we are doing all we can to present all this catalog of abuse and degradation before the conscience of the international community. But unfortunately, Britain is working for Nigeria. There is what I call a climate of neocolonialism still prevalent in Nigeria, and they still see Nigeria as a contraption they created. They still see Nigeria as a place they can come to Biafra and take our oil and gas without paying for it. Therefore, anything that can sustain the false unity of Nigeria is what they are going to encourage. They see Biafra agitation as an antithesis to that very plan which they have, which is to keep this contraption together for them to have unfettered and unrestricted access to our resources. And that is what has been happening. But unfortunately, our people are not intelligent enough to understand it. Every year we spend money. We have somebody in The Hague right now collecting all the evidence, the rape cases, everything, all the murders, all the unprovoked attacks and invasions, everything. But for ICC to call up that very case is another problem. When I say that Biafra is going to be the last miracle on earth, people don't quite understand what I mean by that. Biafrans don't know the number of people and forces against them. They don't understand it. Those of us at the cold face of this struggle, deep inside it, we know who our enemies are, and they are numerous. But I am very, very confident of victory, because the God we serve is the one that made this very universe, and his words must prevail. And on that very promise, we anchor our hope, we rest all that we are doing to restore Biafra. And we know that in the end that Biafra will come. We have a lot of enemies, you know. We've not done anything to them. It's Biafrans that built America. We built this very country that I'm in today. Biafrans built the United States of America. The majority of all the hard-working free men and women they took from the western coast of Africa, they shipped them to the USA. They are the ones that made this country great. So they see something in us that we cannot see. They know we are very productive. They know we are hardworking. But above all, Britain knows that we are blessed. It is that blessing from God that Britain doesn't want to see rise up in Africa. And that is why they are using very primitive Fulani people to try to suppress us. You saw yesterday that Britain, BBC was advertising army positions, asking you, even telling you what to get the form to join the Nigerian army. And I know that BBC functions on tax, or should I say license fee payers money in the UK. They don't accept any advert. So how come BBC Pigeon in Nigeria is advertising for people to join the army of Nigeria for free? Because they are, of course, agents of neocolonialism. They're working for Britain. They want Nigerian army ranks to swell up so they can suppress any measure of uprising against the very decaying, crumbling, damnable zoological republic. What our people need to realize is this. What we go through on a daily basis to ensure that our cases are heard all over the world is immense, everywhere, especially here in the USA. But if the world continues to turn a blind eye and they continue to kill, to rape, to murder, to slaughter people, to take our land, do you expect us to put our hands and do nothing? The answer is no, of course. We must fight because we have our backs now against the world, and that's what we're doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ohamadike.
Trying to make a difference. I am the good guy that decided to put my life online to make this change. I'm the good guy, irrespective of all the threat. I am still standing very tall by the special grace of God. I stand very tall against Nigeria. I stand very tall against all the criminals from Igbo. I stand very tall against all those murderers and killers of our people. And by the special grace of God, I will continue to stand very strong and very tall. We will defeat them today. We will defeat them tomorrow. We will defeat them next tomorrow. We will defeat them any day, anytime. At least, there has never been any time in this Biafra, in the history of this Biafra agitation, there has never been any time that the kind of news that they were sharing on social media today were shared on anybody. Especially, of course, Onyendu is in DSS dungeon and all that. I want to tell you that we have defeated them. And we will continue to defeat them any day, anytime. I am here this evening to continue to maintain and tell you the reason you must not validate Nigeria coming Saturday. Election must not take place in Biafra land. We are going home. Everybody is talking. At least they have understood, they have come to understand that kidnapping Mazen Amdekano cannot stop Biafra. They have also come to understand that blackmailing me cannot stop me. Slandering my name cannot stop me. Writing all manner of things to anywhere in the world cannot stop me. I am bigger than you. What is in me propelling me? If you know, you wouldn't dare. Because by the time you stop, that is when I will start. There is nothing like when your hands are clean and you are fighting a just cause. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I am bigger than all of you. You see, this small face will be the end of the impunity in Nigeria. It is going to happen this year. Our countdown continues. It is 10 days to go. 10 complete days to go. And the rhythm, the paradigm will shift. You see, I do not know why some people will choose to be slave when many people choose not to be slave. Some people are hell-bent to bring every other person down to be in the same level with them. When I joined this struggle, I told you, if you know, if before you fight me, go and ask questions. Before you fight me, go and ask questions. Some people say, oh, he has his mouth is bending. His mouth is bending. Oh, there is a stroke, there is a partial stroke and all that. I am standing healthier than you, healthier than all of you. And everything that you brought to my way, I have crushed them without wasting time. And you're not asking yourself a question, who is this Simon Ekman? The person you called nobody. The person, and I maintain myself. I never told you that I am somebody. I never told you that I am something. It is you who called me nobody. I did not dispute you. I accepted the nobody you called me. But today, I don't think you can still look at me and still call me nobody, right? Because I did not brag. I did not brag before you started calling me nobody. You started calling me nobody, and today, Biafra people can see who is nobody and who is somebody. Let the action speak. That's what we are doing now. Let the action speak. And you, before you come to equity, you must come with clean hand. And I believe the action is speaking louder than any of you can imagine. So I want to encourage Biafra people today that our sit at home continues. Our sit at home continues, and there is no going back. Our sit at home continues, and there is no going back. Tomorrow, the sit at home will start from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then from there, we have curfew. We have curfew till the next day, which is the 25th, which is Saturday. And from there, we have 6 to 6. And then from there, we have another curfew till Sunday. We want to see every major road in Biafra land locked, completely sealed. Let me tell you, if you know what we know, if you know what we know, you will know that indeed we have touched the heart. We have touched the heart of the foundation of Nigeria. And as I'm talking to you, that foundation is broken. What is remaining now is, what are you doing? Are you going to listen? Are you ready for your freedom? What are you doing? Follow instruction. Ordinary instruction. Ordinary instruction. Follow instruction. The instruction is tomorrow, 24th, sit at home. Don't move anywhere. The instruction is on the 25th, don't move out of your house. The instruction is very simple. On the 26th, do not move out of your house. I want to inform you, Biafrans, the reason why we have this long day sit at home is so that when the terrorist Nigeria government come to kill our people, our liberation army can be able to come out and defend your land, defend you from them. And when this defense starts, you don't know when it is going to end. So we have calculated this whole thing. It can't escalate more than these days. We have calculated. Once we make sure that we did not validate Nigeria in this election, Biafra is here. And it is you that have to do it. You can see today that the European Union are talking. Prominent people are talking. The European Union have come to say that they are not coming to Nigeria to validate election. That is from the chairman of the observers. That they are not coming to Nigeria to validate election. And we, the Biafra people, are saying we will not validate Nigeria again on Saturday. We have won this battle. Do not allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's suffer and all his job in this life to be wasted. Do not allow every insult, dehumanization, humiliation we have faced in global stage to be a waste. We have done our own part and will continue to do. Now it is left for you. It is left for you to continue to maintain what you have done for over 1.5 years. And what is it? Sit at home. And I commend the compliance today. We want the picture and the videos to litter entire social media from Twitter. If you are not following me on Twitter, go and follow me. And I want to tell you, it is not just about following me. If you are following me on Twitter, you need to also retweet and share everything I'm posting. I'm surprised that today, just within 9 minutes, I have about 1,400 live viewers on Twitter. So why must you wait until you hear news about Simon Ekpa before you come and join and fight for your struggle? Why? Why must you wait until Simon Ekpa defeats enemy Goliath before you can come out and support Simon Ekpa and make the message go wide? Because that is what people have done today, some of you. I am very shocked that when I open Twitter, bam, I am seeing 1,400 people watching live within 9 minutes. So why must you wait until there is news about Simon Ekpa defeating enemy before you can come? It doesn't make sense. I told them, we are not in the same level. I am not in the same level with Ndunzama. We are completely different people. We are not in the same level. And they should know that by now. Tomorrow, Finland will protest. The Biafrans in Finland will protest tomorrow. And I'm going to personally submit another document to the President of Finland office. And I'm also going to submit another document to the Parliament of Finland. We are fighting head on. By tomorrow, I will submit a communication to the office of the President of Finland. My own is I will tell you and I'm doing it. I will do it. And I hope that the media are going to, because now the media is all over. Everywhere is Simon Ekpa and Biafra. Everywhere. Internet is on fire. Everywhere is on fire. Tomorrow, Finland will protest for Biafra. And they are going to know that Simon Ekpa is in Finland tomorrow. So now that we are at the finishing line, this particular task is for you in Biafra land to do. Make sure you don't need to do any other thing. This Biafra, people have died, millions have died, people are in prison, many people have been killed, and just because we are asking for freedom. Freedom that did not take other people anything other than I say, let us do referendum and that's it in Europe. They are killing us just because we are asking for freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dojo just because he asked for freedom. And today, we have opportunity to end this impunity. We have discovered their secret. His secret is that we will not validate any election. The people that are bringing this military to kill us are the people you elected. So why would you continue to go into election that will only bring your doom? Election that will bring your death. Is that what you want to be doing? To bring election that will bring people, that will bring military to kill you. No, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And a lot of people, when I check social media today, a lot of people are, they are opening champagne. Nigeria is probably opening champagne. Oh, come, we have done it. Oh, we have done it. Everybody come to Aso Rock. Oh, come, oh, our problem is gone. But you didn't believe I was a problem. You did not believe I was a problem, right? Oh, come on, come on. The problem is gone. Let us celebrate, everybody. Let us celebrate. Oh, come on, everybody in Aso Rock. Aso Rock, you want to celebrate? Before you are going to recover from the shock today, we have defeated you. Before you are going to recover from seeing me this evening, we have defeated you on Saturday. Because I know that Biafra is going to lock. We are going to lock everywhere.
Ask Simon Ekpa, don't allow Satan to enter you. If you have any other person that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told such thing, please come forward. I want you to come forward. Do you have any other person? I am the only living Biafra publicly. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asks in the public, in the presence of the entire world watching the program, do not allow Satan enter you. Only him and his God knows why he said such to me. So, if you do not at least value me, you value the fact that at least Mazi Nnamdi Kanu somehow have some value. And he sees things you don't see. While some illiterate and some Zamas use such to do program, only God knows why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said such. So, there is something different with the way he addresses all this media rat. I am not hiding my mouth. It is not about bragging. It is not bragging. It is not pride. It is not nothing. But this is a fact. I told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you are ready to do anything for Biafra, publicly, I believe I have been the only one also who have also made a pronouncement in public. I told him, if you are ready to fight for Biafra, if you are ready to do anything, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to get Biafra, I, Simon Ekpa, will be the first person to follow you, no matter what. And that was also in the public. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I don't condemn people based on what people say to me. I told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also that if you are looking for 100 men to get Biafra, you have 50 of the men in me. Look for another 49
or look for another 50. I am alone, Simon Ekpa, is 50 men. I said it that time. They didn't know me. Today, I can tell you that in the absent, because I wanted to be 50 men when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is around. And today, I don't need to ask you, have I, with other autopilot and Omoada, performed more than 50 men? I don't need to ask you that because I don't need your validation. What I need you is to follow the truth. Any day I deviate, deal with me. Have I deviated? Biafra people, I want you to take your memory back. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and the news came that I should broadcast on Radio Biafra, I came to this platform and I say, God should give me the wisdom of 1,000 men to face what is ahead of me. That time, none of you see or saw what is happening today and what has happened. When I was making this prayer here, will any of what has happened today that it will ever happen? The reason why I am making these references today is for everyone watching me now and those who will watch me later to understand that anything I say, it is not by power of by myself, but the power of God in me. I don't say things when I have not confirmed it. The time I was here praying and crying, I cried on this platform 2 times, if not more than 3 times. They mocked me. They say, oh, look at the person who wants to lead Biafra. Have I ever said I want to lead Biafra? They say, oh, look at the person. Only God know where they get that kind of mindset of Simon Ekpa coming to lead Biafra, because I never discussed such with anybody. Only God and them know where they got such thing, in their mind. I don't know. They say Simon Ekpa say, hand me over Radio Biafra. I never say such thing. It was the first time I responded to them. Only God will know where they get such thing from. But I came here. I cried. They say, I want to hijack Biafra. Only God know where they get such thing from, because it is beyond human comprehension. There's somebody who is nobody, who is Mapoda, will come to hijack Biafra, a whole Biafra of 80 million people, brainy people. There's somebody who is nobody will come to hijack that kind of people. I don't understand. So I cried on this program. I said, God, give me 1,000 men wisdom. And you know what? God answered that prayer in abundance. So every problem that I have come, God already positioned and put something how to handle it. In fact, I don't think that I have used up to 100 or 50 of those wisdoms, because the problem that is coming is very, all of them look very small. So as it stands now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. I have not even used 50 of the wisdom of 1,000 wisdom God gave me. Because, you know, I am telling you, I have not used it. In fact, some of the problems solve itself without me even addressing it. So today, I have come to correct some certain things. Because Biafra government in exile, as we continue to build bridges and form alliances and put things in the right perspective for Biafra to come next year, we announced the activation of Biafra government in exile. Boom! One betrayer in America called Felix Onyise. A man called Felix Onyise. Felix Onyise was sacked by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Completely sacked. The reason he was sacked was because he started mingling with the security men on ground, sabotaging them against the order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He mingled with ESN and all manner of disobedience, insubordination, and all that. Felix Onyise, with his evil agenda, was expelled by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Radio Biafra. The reason why I'm making this particular explanation is so that when I finally arrive at the pronouncement I'm about to do this evening, you will know why we arrived at such pronouncement and the consequences that follows for those who want to join the sabotage of this movement. Felix Onyise was sacked and expelled from ipoB by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And because of the experience I have had in this Biafra struggle, I decided to open my heart to welcome everybody, to talk to everybody. Because with the experience I have had, some people may be fighting for Biafra genuinely and they were blackmailed, just like they tried to blackmail me. So it happens that I was in a meeting where Felix Onyise was in that meeting. And those who parade themselves today in America was also in that meeting. And if I'm not mistaken, Madam Bridget and group was also in that meeting. Felix Onyise was there. Probably, Madam Bridget Okafor and her group was trying to find out the same information whether Felix Onyise was real or not, like me. I was invited. He was there. I didn't know who he was. Okay. So anyway, it happens that I don't even remember whether Madam Bridget was in that meeting as well. It happens that I went into alliance on behalf of Autopilot ipoB with some group. And this group happened to be communicating with this same Felix Onyise. That was the first time I encountered him. For the very first time, as in to know who he was. But I am a person that once I capture you, once my eye capture you, I know you and I recognize you anywhere, even in the dark. So, immediately, Felix Onyise entered the meeting uninvited. I didn't invite him. We didn't invite him. I was not informed that Felix Onyise was coming to the meeting. I asked, "Are you Felix Onyise?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Wow. Are you the one that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu expelled from ipoB?" He said, "Well, yeah, well, there are many Onyise, so I don't know which one." I said, "Answer me. Are you the one Mazi Nnamdi Kanu expelled from ipoB?" I do not know the sins and what he has done, of course, in detail, but I just asked him. He said, "Yes." I said, "Well, you don't need to explain to me. I know that a lot of people have been sabotaged in this movement." And they asked me, the people that I was going into alliance with, they asked me, "Do you have any problem with Felix Onyise?" I said, "I don't know who he is. I have never had any dealings with him. I don't know who he is. I have never spoken with him. So how should I know whether he's a good man or a bad man? But since he is here, it will be a disrespectful thing for me to ask him to leave." I will not ask him to leave, because if you people can deal with him, I will not have problem with that. So let him stay. That was it, because I have nothing against anybody other than to get Biafra. And so he stayed in that meeting. After that, we connected. And there the problem started. They again invited us to another meeting. And we went to that meeting. It ended, in shame. Felix Onyise character started coming out. And to my greatest surprise, Felix Onyise invited these two women who has been constituting nuisance on social media. And they came to the meeting. When I entered the meeting, I was very shocked. I asked, "Why are these two women in this meeting?" He said, "Oh, this, that, and all that story, this, that." I said, "Well, please, I will not be part of such meeting, and so I have to leave." I left the meeting. And they called me back again. "Oh, come back, the women, they have left." I said, "Okay." I went back to the meeting. The man said, "Oh, the chairperson of Umada must leave the meeting." I said, No. She can leave the meeting. That, she can't. Madam Azoka can't leave the meeting. Madam Azoka had the opportunity to ask you to leave, to excuse us in the first meeting that led to this particular meeting now, and she didn't do that. I asked her, "Madam Azoka, do you have anything against Onyise?" Madam Azoka says she don't even know who he is. So why would she have something against him? So I said, "Well, if you want Madam Azoka to leave, I'm sorry, I will not be part of this meeting. Because already I have seen evil, in the entire room, evil smelling everywhere." I left the meeting. Madam Azoka left the meeting. That was the end till today. Now, what did Onyise do? Onyise since that time has tried everything to touch the alliance we went into. They didn't respond to him. He tried to destroy the alliance. He contacted them to leave Simon Ekpa, to leave ipoB, autopilot, that they are this, they are that. Those group didn't listen to him. What an evil man. Now they talked about, we talked about the Biafra government in exile, the activation of the Biafra government in exile, which already is in existence. Immediately we activated it. This same Felix Onyise went behind doors, tried to, of course, he don't have anything to offer, but it's just that, when they create all this jingle, they create video. Video is, once something enters social media, it will begin to, fly. Even if the person that is behind it is onye darobi, the thing will begin to fly because you don't know who is behind it. But I told them, I will be your end in Biafra liberation. Mwa ga kuchi ite unu, kuchie ma ike unu, kuchie ebunu si anyunsi, obuno ebunu si anyunsi kunu si emebi Biafra. Aga ma kuchia ya gwogwo. Obuno onu jeri nni kunu je emebi. Aga ma kuchi onu unu, kuchia ya pim until Biafra come. Mpope again. So I will be your last bus stop, including from this Felix Onyise to all of them. From today, after this explanation and the announcement we are going to do, anybody that will have anything to do with these men of betrayal in America, you will be marked as one of the enemy of Biafra. Because we don't talk stories. What we do is, when we want to decimate you, we'll give you facts and figures. The way I am explaining it now, every person that has been part of the meeting we have had will come and say it exactly the way I'm saying it. And I'm going to arrive at the final conclusion. What Felix Onyise said is that Simon Ekpa went and hijacked the Biafra government in exile. They decided to connive with some nincompoop, inconsequential people to begin to do some shenanigans in America, that they want to set up Biafra government in exile. We have Biafra government in exile, and they are able men. We have Prime Minister. I don't want to say this before. It has been in existence. It has been there, well structured. We only activated it. And very soon, they will come to address Biafra. I'll be saying this very soon, very soon. You are going to see. And this evening, I am going to make it public that Biafra government in exile is officially giving statement and letters to every asylum seeker around the world who desire to have a letter of introduction to the authorities in the home country where they are seeking for international protection. The email will be made available. I want to announce it this evening that the Biafra government in exile is not collecting one dime from any Biafra asylum seeker anywhere in the world. Unlike the criminals, where they will subject you to pay dues, that, and then the coordinator will use it to do container business, like they did in Finland. Biafra government in exile is seeing it as a responsibility to serve every Biafran anywhere you are in the world. The letter may be a little bit delayed because of the capacity of men, but letter is being given to many Biafrans free of charge. You don't need to pay money to anybody.
to be able to get a letter from the government of Biafra in exile. A very legitimate way, and we have activated it in full force. So what did these criminals do in America? To rent one office. They say, let us have, they say they want to have it in Washington. You know, when they say they have Washington, when they hear Washington, you know, people who don't know what is Washington, when they hear Washington, you think that Washington is a place where Jesus Christ is coming down to speak to you. No. No, it is not. You can achieve Biafra from Finland. I am telling you, you can achieve Biafra from Ghana. Even from Ghana, you can achieve Biafra. Not from Washington. You must not have office in Washington. So they come with all this, their, you know, this 419 attitude of having office in Washington. So we have seen a video, you know, where they have decorated seat, you know, hired seat, decorated it, and the Kwacha Woche Yinya as a Biafra government in Eza. Yichaya was copying America, State Department. They copied the United States Department of State. Yinya Woche note say video. Oh, Omo Biafra, come. We are launching Biafra government in Eza. Oh, come. We are, you know, we are launching Biafra government in Eza. And they are sharing the video. And a lot of people are not getting the information. They thought that it is part of what we are doing. No, we are not launching any Biafra government in Eza. You wait for us. Anything you did not hear from this platform doesn't exist until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out, it will shock all of you. So Felix Onyi say, the expulsion of that betrayer, that sabo, is not by mistake. It's not by mistake. Today, he is thinking that we are in the formal ipoB, where some people will gang up and they will excel. No. Our own is that he move on and I call to God, ozubo. Without wasting time, a beg or do. I remember when our brother in Germany, is telling Simon Ekpa, so we don't waste time. I beg God zubo. Our own, we don't waste time. We are always focusing on the ball. Move pam a beg order. I order this evening. Order this evening, you will be no more. After today, anybody will see with you will be regarded as anybody that appear anywhere where only say they are doing government in exile. We will mark you as enemy of Biafra from this evening. So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu announce your name as a betrayer and expelled you on Radio Biafra, our own is not Radio Biafra. Onyendu gave the anointing to autopilot, plus the anointing we carry to the struggle. Double portion. Plus on kind of booted from different places. Double portion. So we don't waste time. You got an 111. If the 111 is a good 111, we will allow you to go 111. We even add speed to your own speed so that it will take you more, it will take you very far. But Abu Korana 111, let us kill it, let us sabotage it, let us destroy it. I beg God Ozubu, cut wire. And when we are, I caught to God, I caught wire, it will never grow again. Because we will cut it from the root. Eba ho do siaputa. I caught wire beyebe Guinea Kigade flat. That is what we are doing this evening. So after that, they know I don't take nonsense. You know, some of you, when you see me on social media, you will be looking at my face. Look at somebody who is doing freedom fighter. look. They see me with Hennessy. Look at who is drinking Hennessy. Look, program come and jam me where we are having a very serious discussion on policies. Come and see Simon Ekpa. I am telling you, it's not a joke. You will see a different man and with different character. And I know how to handle you when I see the spirit that is guiding you. I can able to start to go to your spirit. Once you appear to me to discuss, I will first of all monitor your spirit first. That is why we have been able to defeat every enemy. Any enemy we have not defeated. If you excel, it's because we allow you. I am telling you the fact. Ime vam vam vam, and I call give vam vam vam, and I call boogie, dan give vam vam vam. That is what we do. So I'm going to play this. After playing this, I will make a pronouncement today.
Officially, Republic of Biafra government.
This is complete fake. Fake. Look at them. Look at higher office. Put a cloth. Onyeke Dewego as the president of Biafra. If no check his own chair is different. Yes, look at them. Just because we announced the activation of Biafra government in exile, and we're in our office. We have open office for them. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Hi! November 2. If you go there, you are already one of the greatest enemy of Biafra. Look at them. Look at them. Akwoche. Look at Akwoche. You know, I do not need to start playing it. So that will shock you. Do you know that this same Felix Onyise that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu expelled from ipoB? No. And they have authentic first-hand information that he knew that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya during that 8 days that he was in the hand of the enemy.
Would you believe that? You know, our own is that we don't just come and talk. Before we talk, we have evidence. Felix Onyise have confessed that he, Felix Onyise, and the other man who called himself Colonel have information that Onyendu was kidnapped in Kenya the day he was kidnapped, and that complete 8 days Onyendu was in the hand of the kidnappers. Felix Onyise was aware. How did he know? I am making this thing on record for the very first time. How did Felix Onyise? He was not a member of the DOS. He was not a member of anything. But Felix Onyise know that Onyendu, for the 8 days Onyendu was in the hand of kidnapper, Felix Onyise confessed that Felix Onyise knew that Onyendu was kidnapped in Kenya. And for that 8 days, he was aware. And then, immediately after that, he started fighting everything. He began to contact men on ground. He began to everything. Felix Onyise despises Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He don't want to hear about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you see where he is condemning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and myself, after this experience I had with him, you will never believe that some people will actually go and sit with a man like that. Of course, there are those who have a special hatred for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I can understand that. I can understand that, you know, you can go there to sit with Felix Onyise where he is flagging off a fake Biafra government in exile just to register your hatred. So I can understand, you know, so some of you who want to go there can go there, you know. I just give you expo now. So all the haters of Biafra, and especially those who don't want to hear the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you can go there and enjoy yourself and have Coke, drink Coke, and wash your hand with the disinfection for COVID-19. And so wash your hand there and enjoy yourself. But it ends in that room. You can't fly. Not while we are still here. You can't. Sabotaging can never fly. The act of sabotage is too much. But we have defeated all of them. The funny thing is that the sabotage is everywhere. Even to those you least expected. So people will come and tell you, oh, you know, I'm with you, and then they go behind you and screw you up. Mana nkema turunu n'ọnụ. This time, the reason why we have come to this is for you. If you have not seen the sign of Biafra Community 2023, my brother, my sister, you are sleeping. You are sleeping. So disregard anything about this video. And if you have watched this video and shared it, delete it immediately. You don't give credence to evil. You don't support evil. Because I know a lot of people may have shared it. Because when they see a government in exile, they see nice picture, they see office, oh, they see akwoche, the Biafra government, oh, Biafra. The people are sending it to me. Simon, is this the one we are talking about? No, this is not the one. And this can never be Biafra government in exile. These are a bunch of betrayals who all their job and all they have done for the past 1 year is that they knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped for 8 days. Even when the inner people in the ipoB don't know. This is spelled Felix Onyise no. So what contact did Felix Onyise have with the people back, with the Fulanis back in Nigeria? And who is feeding him information? Where did he know? How did he know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped? And all this while, they kept mute. So where did Felix Onyise get his own intel? And of course, if you talk now, they will tell you, we know now, we have contact. So you have contact, and you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, and you kept mute. What was your intention? What were you thinking? So with all these people that you have in America, those who, who was still mingling with them, including the two women who was constituting nuisance in social media. This Felix Onyise could not even tell them that Komo Onyendu has been kidnapped. I have knowledge of it. He kept mute, only for the Biafra spirit to arrest him. He confessed that he has knowledge. So Biafrans that knows this Felix Onyise in America, ask him, who told you and how did you know that Onyendu was kidnapped, and you know that Onyendu has been kidnapped and you keep quiet? What was going on in your mind? How did you know? What is your relationship with the people that told you, and why did they tell you? Today, he is forming and claiming, of course, he's not forming anything. It's just a distraction. He's claiming to be forming Biafra government in Eza. So if you, as a Biafran, we see you in November, where they are showing this video, and I hope they are going to make the video public, so that we will mark those who took it upon themselves to be the Afonjas of Biafra. So please, we want this video to go to them. Let them share the video of their inauguration of nonsense on the 11th of November or so. Let them share the video. Let us see those who have attended it after this broadcast today. We want to see those who, apart from their group, who have swear oath that yes, their own job is to betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. It's a different thing, but we want to see those who will join them. Of course, if you go there and that you don't know, is a different. But I believe that for you to be in Biafra struggle, you must somehow. This video I'm making this evening is going to be a very good video. So you, our media team, you must cut this video and share it on WhatsApp as well, so that people will, have knowledge about what we are doing, and of course create awareness that no Biafra should attend such evil gathering. I don't know. We thank you very much for your super chat. Dragon, you were born for this mission. Your name say it all. You shall Simon with Simon, Peter, and Rock. Nothing can move the rock. Water still remain our code. We move. Water is the code. Ada. Oh no, thank you very much. We'll continue to move in a water way. In a water way. And on this note, I want to also inform Biafrans. I wanted to do exposition today, but I think that exposition will be tomorrow. Exposition for Fulani, the presidential OB article, and Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. I wanted to do exposition today, but that exposition will be tomorrow. I want to connect the Fulani in three of them and expose something that is very deep, that many people that are supporting One Nigeria don't understand. They don't understand that it does not matter. For so long as this evil entity called Nigeria continue to be a country and Obi is running a president, it's Fulani that is running for president. I want to inform you that if Atiku is running for president, it is Fulani that is running for president. I want to inform you that if Tinubu is running for Nigeria president, it is the same Fulani that is running for Nigeria president. So what am I saying in essence? What I'm saying in essence is that if, for example, that Nigeria is ending next year, if not that Nigeria is ending next year, whoever wins that presidential election, if not of course, that everything is ending next year, but let me just say that whoever wins the presidential election, it is still the same Fulani that win. And that is exactly the exposition I want to do tomorrow. So you must not miss it. I want you to come and listen and see how we connect this dot to show you that irrespective of whatever differences and the ethnic group, whoever wins, let's assume that Nigeria continues to be a country, whoever wins, it is still the Fulanis. And that is why you must never support any election in Biafra land. But let me tell you, whether you support or not, you are not going to have election in Biafra land. Biafrans have decided. I am telling you the fact. So it does not matter what your opinion say. You are a minority. You are a minority. You are Nigerians, a minority in Biafra. So you can't. It just so you will not have bad feeling. Okay, you better turn around, because before November this year, which is already coming, this is November already here. Before we enter November middle, you will be holding your BP. So it's better that you change now and understand that there will be no road for you. Things water all the way. I want to use this opportunity to also call on Biafrans who were disappointed for one of our brother falling by the roadside. You need to be in the spirit to know the kind of battle that Biafra people are fighting. Battle, spiritual battle, not physical. So I watch one of our brother, King One Solomon. A lot of people are waiting for my comment. I really appreciate Biafrans, the way we treat our enemies. We let them know straight in their face that you have messed up. We don't look face. Once you mess up, we tell you straight to your face, you must go up. So that our brother, King One Solomon, he doesn't even know that we have his picture. He doesn't know. He doesn't know we have his picture. And I know that the next thing angry Biafrans will do is to start sharing his picture. I have his picture. He doesn't even know. I have his picture. I have King One Solomon picture. So I had to quickly, because of the anger, I had to quickly inform Autopilot, and we don't do things like that. We are not the criminals who deal with people who deal with everything that expose people and others. No, we don't need to do that. We need to do things differently and maturely. I have his picture, and I believe many Autopilots have his picture. But because we announced that nobody should post his picture online, and nobody did. And I really commend Autopilot for the maturity you have displayed, because this is what makes difference. This is what makes difference. We have to think over things and again to know when we need to, put our sword back. It is not all about fighting. Everything is not fighting. There are some fight that will settle itself. It is not every fight we fight. There are fights that are meant for the spirit. You don't need to fight. So some fight will come, you just look at the fight and the spirit will fight it for you. So I even listened to how he warned me, in that last video, he was like, you must go and tell Simon Ekpa not to attack P2B again. I was like, wow. I was like, wow, is that how people can change overnight? But something got my attention. The reason why I want to make a so African combination is a shock you of me. Oh my God. No, you see, in this Biafra struggle, nothing will shock me, But when he made that comment, I was like, wow, look at he said, tell Simon Ekpa not to attack P2B again. I was like, really? Wow. So, but the reason why I am making this, the reason why I want to make this comment today, because I know he is waiting for me to make comment. That's why he has not posted a video, after that. And I know that a lot of people were asking that they are waiting for me to make comment on that. We always support our own. We are not like witches and wizards. I have said it. If you know how to do social media, come and join YouTube. Make social media. Share our videos. Join YouTube. It is awareness. Nobody, we are not the type that will tell you, oh, you collect money from YouTube. Come. No. Come and join Biafra and show your talent to us. Use our videos. It is a welcome development. So I watched him, and something got my attention. And that is the reason I'm making this comment on him today. Something got my attention. And what got my attention is when he said, I didn't know what came upon me. Hi. So that melted my heart. So if you watch that video, he said, please, I beg for forgiveness. I didn't know what came upon me. So when he said, I didn't know what came upon me, that was the key. So you see, some of the people you see that are doing what they are doing today, they don't know what they are doing. They don't actually know what has come upon them. Whether something actually come upon him.
עכשיו בואו תשמעו סיפור שכנראה לא שמעתם עליו, שמתרחש בניגריה ולמעשה בביאפרה. כולנו אולי זוכרים את השם ביאפרה שמדברת על הילדים הרעבים שם, אבל מסתבר שבחבל הארץ, שבדרום מזרח ניגריה, יש אוכלוסייה גדולה מאוד, עשרות אלפים, יש טוענים מיליונים, של אנשים הרואים עצמם כיהודים ושואפים לאוטונומיה, מדינה יהודית עצמאית בביאפרה, שבניגריה הם גם זוכים לדיכוי ביד קשה של הרשויות. המנהיג שלהם נכלה ונאלץ לברוח מביאפרה ומצא מקלט כאן בישראל, ממש לאחרונה, והוא נמצא איתנו כאן באולפן. I want to congratulate you and to thank you for coming us.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Namdi Kanu.
Thank you. Yes.
From Biafra.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We will shortly tell the story of how did you happen to come here. But let's talk a little bit about your people's story in Biafra. How many people there consider themselves Jewish, and how did it manifest itself?
Biafra in total has about a population of, say, 70 million people scattered all over the world. As you know, they've called us the wandering Jews of Africa. But those that identify themselves with their Jewish heritage is nearly about 50 million people. 15
million people?
50 million people.
Do they practice Judaism? They practice Judaism?
A significant number of them practice Judaism.
In what way?
In terms of their prayers, in terms of the Torah that they read, in terms of the kippah and the talit they used to pray, in terms of their recitation of their prayers, is a very significant segment of the population that actually practice it as we do, or most of us do in ipoB. The problem is that when ipoB is the indigenous people of Biafra, is this umbrella movement all over the world that is pursuing the emancipation of Biafra from Nigeria. So what's been happening is that when Christianity came with colonialism, a lot of our Jewish heritage was suppressed. We were made to feel ashamed of our Jewishness, so to speak. But luckily, unfortunately for us, a lot of people bravely maintain that very tradition and culture till this very day. If you go to Umweri in Anambra State, it is there. All over the world, it is there. And even the Encyclopedia Britannica of 1929 mentioned it quite specifically, that the Igbos are the Jews of Africa, because all the traditions you have from circumcision to everything that you can think of in the book of Leviticus, we're talking about
the Igbo nation, the Igbo people.
Yes.
Not all of them are Jewish, right? Not all the Igbos are Jewish, or they are.
They are all Jewish. The problem is that with the influence and influx of Christianity as a result of colonialism, a lot of that was dampened down. What happened was a lot of our emphasis was moved away from the Torah, the Old Testament, to the New Testament. But because the Old Testament still contained aspects of our tradition and our culture, we accepted the Bible as it was given to us.
Okay, we have a short clip showing you guys in Biafra in your Judaism way of life. Here.
Yes.
It's the sound, centuries of colonial returning to what they say are their native roots. A place.
Quite fascinating.
Very, very fascinating.
Now I want to look at the map of the Biafra and Nigeria, and maybe this map tells a little bit of the story. So actually, you guys in Biafra, what are you struggling for? What is your aim in your struggle? Why there is such a confrontation between you and the authorities?
Because we want to go back to where we were before the British came. Most of our problems was basically made by the British. The way Nigeria was put together is the root cause of the problem.
I'm talking about these days. Okay, there was a war and Biafra was kind of independence between 1967 and 1970, I guess.
That's correct, yes.
And since then it's part of Nigeria. What do you want? You want an independence state of Biafra? You want to be a Jewish state? You want kind of autonomy? What did you like? What do we want?
We
what
want an independent Jewish state, a Biafran state that is absolutely independent of anything to do with Nigeria, for the simple reason that we were independent before the British came.
But you want to be a Jewish state?
Absolutely. To go back to a way of life, there's a place called Arochukwu where we come from. The same way you have Jerusalem. The same way you have the temple in Jerusalem, we had one in Arochukwu, the same thing. So we want to go back to that way of life, to worshiping the one and only true God that we know.
Is there anyone within the Israeli establishment that recognize you as a Jewish people?
Absolutely. I'm sure that during the time of...
I'm just interrupting. This is you praying at the Western Wall at the Kotel?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I prayed there also in the year 2013 when I came to Israel.
So coming back to my question about the recognition by Israel to your Jewish way of life or to your Jewish heritage?
Our Jewish heritage.
Yeah.
And our way of life, yes. Isaac Rabin made some statements about that. Also, Henry Kissinger, the former United States Secretary of State, also made some comments about it as well. If you go to the Nixon papers regarding the Biafran War, it's all there, very clearly spelled out. But I think that it seems to be this kind of paranoia that should Biafra get closer to Israel, that 70 million people will somehow flock to the land of Israel. But that is not the case. We are seeking Biafra, so we can return to Biafra and be in Biafra.
Let's go back to your personal story. You have been persecuted or arrested in Biafra. What was the story about?
I arrived in Nigeria, in Lagos, on the 14th of October 2015. And I was arrested from London. I was arrested for demanding for freedom for my people, because I run Radio Biafra in London, and the authorities didn't like it. Then I had to go I had to go home, basically, to see my people. And they arrested me and kept me locked away for 19 months.
19 months?
Yes, despite 2 court judgments to set me free. They took me to court, and the court...
More than a year and a half in custody?
Absolutely.
And then what happened?
Trial. And then they eventually granted me bail with very stringent conditions. When I came out, I continued to speak to my people. I continued to practice my Judaism, my Jewish faith. And one day they came to my house to kill me. The Nigerian army came to my house to kill me.
What was it like? I mean,
I wouldn't wish anybody to go through it. They killed 28 people in the process.
How many?
28 people died.
By the attempt to kill you?
To kill me, they killed 28 people.
How come they killed 28 people and they didn't get to you?
Because my people evacuated me before they could get to my bedroom.
And then you flew away?
Then they took me away and smuggled me out of Nigeria. I needed some time to recover, which I did, and then I had to make my way to Israel.
I see you're very excited.
I wouldn't call it excitement. I would say relieved that I managed to make it to the only place that I feel safe in the whole world. I could have gone back to England,
But I still don't feel safe to go back to England. That's why I stayed in Israel.
Okay, we're approaching the end of this conversation. Do you have any expectation from Israel government, from the Israeli society?
Yes, it is to live up to the obligations to defend Judaism and Jewish faith all over the world. We are being persecuted. We are suffering as a people. And it is the responsibility, I believe, moral responsibility of Israel to make sure that Biafra stands as an independent entity in Africa.
Namdi Kanu from the Igbo people in Biafra. I want to thank you so much for this conversation and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much
for having me. Personal level. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of heaven, the very oldest language on the face of this very earth.
Because I can say that from what I have just listened from you, it is just not ordinary.
Very wonderful. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that
I welcome every one of you that have joined on this very program, wherever you're joining from. Like and share the program. Share on your own platform, share to family and friends. Get involved with anybody you can be able to reach, and let us take our program. As you know, we have to fulfill our own part and responsibility every single day. Regardless the temptations and attack, we must continue to speak up, and we will continue to speak up. It doesn't matter whatever happens. We have come once again to continue to propagate the gospel of Biafra. And remember, in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack people or individuals. All we do here is to propagate the gospel of Biafra, to focus on our collective interests. That is what we do here. The unity of purpose. That is why we are here. And we will continue to propagate the unity of purpose, for which we all gather. The only purpose for which everyone is opening platform and speaking is to get Biafra, to promote the cause of Biafra, to request for freedom, to ask for self-determination of the Biafran people. That is why I am here. And that is the only purpose for which I come online every day. And as long as I have life, as long as I have access, I will definitely come here and speak to Biafran people and speak to the world at the same time. So I appreciate everyone that is joining wherever you join from. Like and share the program if it resonates with you. Our supreme leader, Mazen Nandikan, has spoken. Mazen Simon Ekpa has equally spoken. I played the video of Mazen Simon Ekpa Joko, and he said a lot of things. Why I played that video was to let you see the amount of battle that Mazen Simon Ekpa fought to get us to where we are today. That was why I played that video. When you listen to that video of what transpired during the days of the autopilot, it was a heavy battle. So many of us today that are in this struggle were not around during the battle of autopilot. There are people that joined just yesterday. There are people that are even today claiming to be the Alpha and Omega, but they were not here. They don't know the stories. And they don't even care to go and investigate and hear the stories. So that is why I take it upon myself to revisit those things. The battle Mazen Samaneka fought before the government in exile was established. And also to make you know that the government in exile was not even the project of Mazen Samaneka. It was Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was the one that established the government in exile. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was the one that established the government in exile. Mazen Simon Ekpa only activated it again, brought it to life. And when he was trying to activate it, there were so many battles. There were so many battles. The people who were supposed to manage it, they were busy promoting Peter Obi. He gave them time to do it, and they never did. They began to divide themselves. They began to form alliance and begin to do different kind of things. And Mazen Simon Ekpa left them and then activated the Biafra government in exile by himself. So I played that to take us back for you to remember where we are coming from. Every single thing we are doing today, more importantly, has always been the roadmap that was put in place by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. There is nothing we are doing today different from the plans Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has on the ground. There is nothing we are doing today different from the templates that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has kept on the ground. Just like the first video I played, where Mazen Nnamdi Kanu explained places he has made a report about Biafra. Some people will come today and tell you to do this, go and form government, go and report, go and do this, go. Every single thing that needs to be done to make our voice heard has been done by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. In most of the applications and submissions, he made it personally in person. But some of us don't know about this. Many of us don't know about this. That is why I revisit those very information, because in those their brokers will be getting informations, the reality, the truth. Like those who are trying to separate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Mazen Simon, trying to distance them, trying to demonize Mazen Simon Ekpa and tell you that they love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. These are people that are clueless, who do not know what the Biafra struggle is all about and how it all started. So it is important we take you back to history and then we bring you up to where we are today for you to know how to stand and stand firm. That is why I play to you. So don't miss the videos I play before the program. Don't miss it. When I play those videos, it might play for hours. Don't miss it. They have information to pass. Just like the last video that I just played now, you saw Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in Israel. That was a television station in Israel, a major television station in Israel, interviewing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They interviewed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and he spoke on behalf of the Biafrans. So when you saw that the case of Biafra is today on the Parliament of Israel, a lot of work has been done. But it doesn't stop there. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has always done his part and left the remaining for you and I to do. Just like Mazen Simon Ekpa has done great job and left you and I for our own to do. But today, instead of you getting busy to do the work, you are busy gossiping. You are busy destroying what Mazen Simon Ekpa has put in place already. It is a shame. It is a shame. That is why I need to revisit all those videos. Pay attention. Every single day, I told you that this platform is to give Mazen Simon Ekpa a voice, give Mazen Nnamdi Kanu a voice, for those of us who did not have information to be able to listen, more especially those first videos I played. Even if you don't listen during the time of my program, listen to those videos I play. You are going to learn one or two things from there. You are going to get one or two information. There are so many information hidden. So many questions you are asking today has been answered already. And it will help you to pick out the saboteurs when they come, how they come, and their tricks. It is very important. So try to join us on time and listen to those first videos. I appreciate every one of you that have joined. Today, we are going to discuss on a topic which says the shocking truth, how Igbo elites, governors, traded their people freedom for political survival. How the governors and Igbo elites traded the people's freedom for political survival. That is what we are going to discuss today. And we are going to do justice to this very topic as much as we can. I will not take much of your time because we have already taken most of the time for Mazin Nandekana Mazin Samadabaskin, which is the most important aspect of the discussion. So let us dive into this very topic today and do justice to it. As you are watching, like the program and share if it resonates with you. Even if you cannot make broadcasts, so many of us are not bold to put their face on the line the way we are doing. Share the program we are doing so that people can be able to get information. Very important. So I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. Today, I will not start with comfort today. I will not start with celebration. I will start with a question. Who is the real enemy of the people? Who is the real enemy of the people? This is a question that is seeking for answer. And we must give an answer to this question. Is it the outsider or the one who sits among you? The real enemy of the people, is it the outsiders or the ones who sits among us? Smile with us, eat with us, but secretly work against us. Who is the real enemy? These questions are begging for answer. The question is begging for answer. And we must give an answer to this question. Who is the real enemy of the people? Is it the outsider or the people who sit among you, smile with you, eat with you, but secretly work against you? Today, we are going to confront a painful truth. A truth many people are afraid to say out loud. A truth that has been buried under fear, propaganda, and political deception. The sabotage of the Southeast politicians. Southeast. The sabotage of the Southeast Biafra land, more especially Igbo land, did not only come from outside, it's coming from within. The sabotage of the Biafran cause, the sabotage of the Igbo nation, the sabotage of the Southeast more especially, is not coming from outside alone. It comes from within. For years, the people of the Southeast have cried out. And when I talk about the people of Southeast, I am using the term of the Zoological Republic. But in our own terms, I'm talking about the Biafran people, the old southeastern region. For years, the people of Biafra have cried out. We have cried for justice, cried for security, cried for dignity, cried for a future. But instead of answer, what did we have? What did we receive? We received silence. We received intimidation and betrayal. Let me ask you again, what happens when those elected to protect you become the ones working against you? What happens when leaders stop being leaders and start acting like agents of another agenda? This is the true situation of things in Biafra land today. More especially in their so-called Southeast. This is the situation today. Those elected to protect you become the ones working against you. And they don't hide it. Look at what the one they call Igbo is doing. Look at what Hobuzaluma is doing. Look at what Kitamba is doing. When leaders stop being leaders and start acting agents of another agenda, what happens? What happens? This is the situation in Biafra land. And that is where we are today. That is where we are today. You can continue to deny and continue to pretend it's not true. Today, our land is in the hand of those who supposedly we appointed to protect it, but they are the ones today pursuing a different agenda against the will of the people. Every single one of us know that the majority of the people in Biafra land want to exit the zone. If truly these so-called politicians, these so-called representatives, if they truly have the people at mind, what they should have gone for is to pursue the self-determination, because that is the will of 90% of the people in the Southeast. They want self-determination. But instead, they are pursuing a different agenda of the caliphate. They are pursuing the project of the caliphate. They join the caliphate to make sure they subdue you and put you under their foot. Let us speak plainly. The political class in the Southeast, the so-called elites, the governors, the power brokers, many of them made a choice. And that choice was simple: power over the people. They have chosen power over their own people. That is a choice that every single politician in the Southeast, this is a decision they make before they even enter the power. Including the one that is calling himself ipoB. He has already taken that decision now. Choosing power over the people. And I bet you, if he enters there, you are going to suffer more. Just like Mazi Samanekwa said in the program I prayed, that it doesn't matter who becomes the president of Nigeria, it is the Fulani that are in charge. It does not matter who becomes the president of Nigeria, it is the British that are running the show. So, if you are looking for freedom, you want to be free, the only way you can be free is to detach yourself from the contraption called Nigeria. Anything short of that is a waste of time. Anything short of that is a game, it's a drama, it's a waste of time. Just like Master Simon said in the video I played, that regardless who becomes the president of the Nigeria, Whoever you choose, whether Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, or whatever, as soon as the person steps in, it is the caliphate that steps in. It is the caliphate that is running the show. And the people that control the affair is the British. Regardless who the name that is there or the tribe that is there. The only way to freedom is the disintegration of the zone. The only way to freedom is for people to go their separate ways and be on their own. The political class in the Southeast, the so-called elites, the governors, the power brokers, many of them made a choice already. And that choice, very simple, they chose power over their people. You can't change that. Recognition over responsibility. Approval over accountability. These are choices they make before they step into power. They chose to align themselves, not with the cries of their people. They align themselves not with the tears and cries of their people, but with the expectation of Abuja. That is why I say every single politician is your enemy. As a Biafra, every politician in Nigeria, in the Southeast especially, is your enemy. Because they have already made their choice. They choose to align themselves with the cries. They choose not to align themselves with the cries of their people, but with the expectation of Abuja. And in doing so, they turn their back on their own people. That is why we are seeing the bloodshed in Biafra land. That is why we see the invasion of Biafra land. That is why we see what is happening in Biafra land today. Different kinds of operations. Why they not are busy protecting their area. Why they not are negotiating with terrorists, non-terrorists. Why they not are rehabilitating their people, sending them to pilgrimage and giving them money, grants. The politicians in Biafra land are bringing soldiers to take the life of the innocent ones. We know that the Biafran people are very industrious, more especially the Igbo Biafrans. Very, very industrious. They are not lazy. They don't depend on the government. But yet, the little thing you can do is to create a conducive environment for them to explore. They will not. All we are asking for is a conducive environment to do our businesses. The least, it is the Biafran people that are requesting the least in that country. We don't need their grant. We don't need anything. Conducive environment. And they said no. Every one of us know how ipoB was proscribed. Every one of us know. Now let us address one of the most controversial decisions. The proscription of ipoB. The proscription of ipoB. Ask yourself, was that decision made in the interest of the people or in the interest of political survival? The proscription of ipoB, was that decision made on the interest of the people or on the interest of political survival? Ask yourself. Because when leaders act against a movement that represents the voice, rightly or wrongly, of their people, you must ask, who are they truly serving? You didn't hear me. When leaders act against a movement that represents the voice of their own people, rightly or wrongly, of their own people, you must ask, Who are they truly serving? Every one of us saw how ipoB was proscribed by the Southeast governors, not by the federal government. Some of us have forgotten. On video, we saw Omahi read out the proscription of ipoB. We saw the other idiot in Anambra State read it out before the federal government came into it. It was these governors, for their own selfish interests, that proscribed us as terrorists and marked us for death. They are the one that marked every one of us for death. That moment was not just a policy decision. It was a message that said, we will protect our position, even if it means suppressing our own people. That was exactly the message they were sending when they were proscribing ipoB. When the politicians, the elites, the Ohanezendo Hinandama were present and ipoB was proscribed, the message they were sending was, we will protect our position, even if it means suppressing our own people. That was a clear message they sent. And today, look at where we are. The most peaceful part of that country has become a troubled zone. The youths can no longer come home. Everywhere is deserted and destroyed. All thanks to a decision taken by some idiots to protect their own personal interests, to protect their political career. And what has been the result? What has been the result of that single decision that they made? Today, the result of that decision is division, fear, distrust, a people uncertain of who truly stand with them. That was when they lost everything, every legitimacy they had. The proscription of ipoB made all the politicians in Biafra land lose their legitimacy completely. Because the greatest damage is not always physical. Sometimes the greatest damage is when people lose trust in leadership. When the people begin to ask, who is really on our side? That has been the question that we ask over and over again. Who is on our side? And from every indication, we are on our own. We are simply on our own. There is nobody on our side. We are on our own, fighting our battle. Now I want you to hear from me. I want to hear from you. Yes, you watching right now. Drop your comments in the chat. Do you believe the Southeast leaders acted for the people or for themselves? Do you believe that the Southeast leaders are acting for the people or for themselves, even up till now? Be honest. No fear. No filter. Because silence is what allows deception to grow. That is why we must speak up. That is why they are trying to silence us in our platforms. That is why they are trying to attack us by different means. And this is not just about anger. This is not just about blame. This is about awareness. Because a people that do not understand what is happening to them will continue to be controlled. You cannot fight what you do not see. You cannot correct what you refuse to confront. And today, we are choosing to confront the madness in Biafra land, the madness in the political elites. Let's be clear. The greatest threat to any people is not always the external force, but the internal compromise. I have said it over and over again. In the Biafran struggle, in Nigerian politics, in Nigerian issue and affairs, the greatest threat to any people is not always the external force, but the internal compromise. History has shown it time and time again. When leaders abandon their people, the consequences are generational. The consequence of leaders abandoning their people are generational. That is why we will keep talking. We will keep speaking. It doesn't matter who is listening, it doesn't matter who is concerned. We must continue to say what we have to say. So what happened next? What happened next depends on you. What happened next depends on you that is watching me. The action you take, your behavior, your approach. Today, each and every one of us, what happened next depends on us. Yes, you. Will you stay silent or will you speak? Will you ignore or will you engage? That is a $1 million question that must be answered. And for us, we have chosen not to be silent. We have chosen not to be silent. That is why we are speaking every day. No matter how uncomfortable it is. The betrayal in our land must be addressed. The betrayal is so much. It is uncontrollable. It is unbearable. Sometimes when I look at the betrayal, how we are betraying ourselves, how we are sabotaging ourselves, it brings tears to my eye. That is why some people will say that if they be a Mazen Nandekan, they walk away. But Mazen Nandekan is a different person. Mazen Samanapa is a different person. Putting their beautiful career on the line for people who do not care about themselves. We will continue to reveal the shocking truths. We will continue to expose the Igbo politicians, more especially. The elites who are selling us out for position, for fame, for recognition. They would never ever be forgiven. I have a video here I want to play. I want us to play this video and speak on it. This video was made by the Nigerian contracted platform, VOP Igbo section. VOP Igbo platform is a Nigerian machine that they are using today against the restoration of Biafra. Maybe you don't know, now you know. VOP is a Nigerian conventional media. Their Igbo program has been paid for by the federal government of Nigeria to destroy ipoB, destroy Mazen Nandekam, and destroy the tradition of Biafra. And they are doing the job. The people who are working there are Igbos. The only work they have is to castigate Mazen Nandekam, destroy everything he stands for. And they are doing that job. That is the same platform where Lolo Noba was contracted to come and continue to destroy ipoB. So they have taken that contract. I am going to play a program that they held and one man that they interviewed. A man that is anti-Biafra. I have seen many programs of that man. When you see him, you think he's talking sense. But when you keep listening to him, you understand that he is an anti-Biafra. This was a man who blamed our eternal Dim Ojukwu for defending his people. He blamed Ojukwu for defending his people. Blamed Ojukwu for Biafran war. Forgot about the pogrom. So Ojukwu should have folded his hand and continued to watch people massacre. And this man, every time he comes, he will say that the Biafra have cost us, asking for freedom have cost us so much. That Biafra have cost taking many lives. That Biafra is the source of our problem that we have today. An Igbo man is saying that nonsense. Somebody who claimed to be an elderly man, a clergyman for that matter, who claimed to have known the history, how Biafra came about, a child of necessity. If not for the step Ojukwu took, there will be nothing like an Igbo person today living on the planet Earth. Ojukwu only defended his land when he had to. And that is exactly what we are still doing today. The plan to extinct the Igbos has never stopped. It is a continuous plan they are making on a daily basis. But this man will always come and denigrate. I have seen him talk in so many other platforms. So let us hear what he has to say here, and then we'll respond to him.
Equal 7% tax of that coke. So can I benefit from being Nigeria? Even Ikume, one day he sees Ikume.
Evangelist already learned and so ọchịchị etiti pụtara mgbe wepụta ha otu dị iche iche ụfọdụ aha ụmụafọ ala anyị ụfọdụ ha nọ na Nigeria ụfọdụ ha nọ na mba ofesi bụ ndị na-akwado ndị na-eyi ndụ mmadụ egwu n'ala anyị bụ Nigeria. Ndị otu Indigenous People of Biafra ipoB so na ya bụ aha ọchịchị etiti wepụtara. ipoB apụtala site n'ọnụ ịma powerful si anya abụghị otu na-eyi ndụ mmadụ egwu ọbụla dị mba ofesi na onwe ha mara anya abụghị otu na-eyi ndụ mmadụ egwu. Kedụkwana ihe unu ga-eji were mechaa wepụta aha ndị na-eyi ndụ mmadụ egwu na-akwado ndị na-eyi ndụ mmadụ egwu n'ala anyị bụ Nigeria unu ewere aha ipoB tinye na ya. Evangelist ọchịchị etiti mere nke a iji gakwa n'iru na-enye ya bụ nwa nkịta aha ọjọọ ha na-enye ya.
As a rule, I shall be discuss on anything ipoB for reason best known to me. But can you have advice? Who are they? A big address he had. Oh, ihe ndị agwa gị ha bụ na mba onye Igbo ka anyị bụ ndị Igbo hapụ ị na-play with victim card and victim mentality mgbe niile. Isi na ịdụ secret come out. Ịma powerful sound ka afọ Igbo. Ime onye ka ọ bụ. Ọ bụ ime ofe egbu. Ọ bụ ime Tochukwu. Ọ bụ ime Ada Igbo.
You see this man, when he talked, asking ipoB to come out. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of ipoB, has been out. Everybody knows him, knows his address. Mazen Simon Ekpanjoko has been out and in the front of the camera. Every day, everybody knows his address. And idiots like this will never, ever work with them. Instead, they will be busy pushing for an agenda that they know is impossible. These are the people that are indirectly working for the enemy, for their own personal interests. They will tell you to go and join politics. That the only way to forward is politics. But at the end of the day, it is all a deception. Let us hear him.
Onye ka ọ bụ kele ebe bụ headquarter ha na Igbo ya bụ ihe sibi ike maybe no nwere onye memba ha dọlụ gị aka n'akwa ma ọ bụ dụọ gị aka n'anya onye ka ị ya afụ so nna-eche na ha o nwebụ mgbe so nkwurie n'ihe ma many callers na-ekwu na-ege ya na-ekwu ihe na-ayọdobe ha bụ I have in so many fora whether Sapienza FM, Wazobia FM, NTA, ABS na media akpọrọ ihe na-agbadobe ha bụ pụtanụ in the open. Because in the mysterious zolezo, people yenye ya any name. Kai malundi onobo. Ewa put sonso na ani na bayi na katana keliha na Facebook maọbụ ụmụ social media ị na-anya ụfọdụ na-ekwu okwu na-esikwa na ha na-ekwu on their behalf, which I am doubting. Ụfọdụ na-arị ekpuchi ihu ha ekpuchi maọbụ mee voice. Ọ bụ before eme voice asị anyị apụ n'ilo for 7 days na ndị ipoB na-ekwu onye eme so ụnụ ya apụta.
You see this idiot that is asking members of ipoB to come out. This same idiot was there when the governors proscribed ipoB. They proscribed ipoB as a terrorist organization. They abduct members of ipoB. This idiot is aware that a man seeing the flag of Biafra in your hand is a death penalty. This idiot knows, and yet he is calling them to come out and show themselves so they'll be murdered in cold blood. You see the wickedness of an Igbo man. This is the wickedness of Igbo politicians. Look at what this bastard is saying. That they should open an office, even when he knows that Nigerian government have made them a proscribed group and mark them for that. Even when they are on their own, the same Mazen Nandikan has addressed. They chased Mazen Nandikan all the way to Kenya, kidnapped him and renditioned him to Nigeria. And all this man could say is they should come and open an office. They should. I want you to listen and hear where he's going.
Ndị zolezo ma mgbe inyebe ọ na-afọ ọjọọ chọta na adres n'Enugu, Owerri, Ọka, Abakaliki, Aba, anywhere ọ na-apụta, people can walk in, complain, si na onye dị etu a use lefe na ihe dị etu ọ na-asị mba na onye ahụ ụdị mmadụ ihe asị ibi when register nyado open mana anything do hidden abụgo secret society and any name inyelu datin ndị ahụ ya apụta clear ya onye ka nji azụ nwanne anyị nwoke si n'afọ ebe ịma powerful ọba afọ Igbo bịa gwa anyị onye Igbo anyị trace anyị ma ebe Nnamdi onye ya bụ ekwuwe kịta about Nnamdi anyị asị na anyị ma nna malụ obodo na-etu akparamagwa papa edu na-etu nke mama edu anyị malụrụ unu mgbe uche mefọm dọbụ idem anyị ma uche mafọ mmadụ arụ abata edebe nna malụ nwanne malụ ụmụnne is open. So I like this ozuzo ha na-ezo onye ka eji enye ha ihe afọ ọjọọ niile. So advice na-enye ndị iPod hapụ ihe ndị gọọmenti kwuru bụ come out in the open. You can even turn it to NGO. Ka m gwa gị eziokwu, first advice nyelu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu but somebody connect mụ na ya na phone bụ nsị ya use a South African alternative. ANC, African National Congress na South Africa to fight apartheid bido mebe sit at home gbaba be ha ọkụ jide Soweto gbaa ya ọkụ. Ọ bụrụ na icheta Sonny Okosogodolo egwu a na-akpọ fire in Soweto killing all my people. Obasanjo nwere common sense kpọrọ ha, kpọọ Mandela, kpọọ Tom Mbeki, kpọọ all the leaders wee see her don't burn your place, don't destroy your place, become a political party, organize your people. All your apartheid daha and una bluga a political party.
You see, these are the bunch of idiots trying to change ipoB to a political pressure group. That is what I want him to land. He has landed. That is why I tell you that this very particular station was programmed to continue to attack ipoB and the struggle of Biafra. The message they are preaching, and this is the same message that Lolo Neka is carrying up around, turning ipoB to political pressure group, to a political party. That is what their plan is. They want to turn ipoB to a political party. This is what they've been fighting. And this idiot that is telling you to go and change ipoB, what about Abga? Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, established Abga. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu was part of Abga. What happened to Abga today? What happened to Abga? Look at the governor of Anambra State. Who came into Abga? How is he? How is he? What is he doing? Is he not the greatest, the worst enemy of his people? You are telling the Biafrans to go back into Nigeria system and become Nigerian. To give Nigeria the opportunity to decimate and destroy them more and more. You see, when they come on the social media and talk, when they come on media and talk, you think they have something upstairs. These people are paid agents that has nothing. Selfish people. Selfish people. They don't want anything they feel that they are comfortable. They are just comfortable the way they are. As long as their own family is comfortable, their children are comfortable, they are living in their house, they have a business, they don't care about any other person. When you talk about collective interest, these idiots don't care. That is why this man will come and tell you that that Biafra is the greatest problem we have. That Biafra is the problem. He was there when ipoB was proscribed. Has he said anything? The way Biafra land has been militarized, has this idiot said anything? On several occasions where members of ipoB have been murdered, for no just reason, just because you are a member of ipoB, you are murdered. And he's telling them to go and open an office in Enugu. They should go and open an office in Enugu. At the end of the day, that they should form a political party. The same thing they deceived our eternal dead, Dim Odumegu Ojukwu to do, and they disgrace him. Abga was established by our eternal Dim Odumegu Ojukwu to change things, which he even told ipoB himself. Make sure that things change and we'll get our freedom. But how did it end today? What has it become? When you see these idiots come and talk online, you think that these are people that are working for the enemy.
To take over. And that happened in 1994. Kapata idenada pam. Nelson Mandela ligote. So in the ipoB turn what a political party. Una enwe gate man na government house.
Imagine.
Una enwe ho councillor. Una enwe ho chairman local government.
That you should turn ipoB to a political party. This is the plan of Nigerian government. This is what Nigerian government have paid Law Leka to do in this same station. The same way they deceive our eternal leader, join, form your own party, you can become a president. And he formed ABGA. He could not even win a ward. He could not. There is no way you can fight this system with the same system they are operating. It's not possible. It is impossible. It is a deception. And they use idiots like this to deceive you people, and some of you fall into that trap. But by the grace of Chukwu Okikabia, they will all fail. By the special grace of Chukwu Okikabia, they will never ever survive. You will not survive. You will never survive. Continue to push your propaganda and lies. You will never survive.
Member in any House of Assembly in Igbo. In a House of Representatives, in Senate, in governor. Manono show referendum in Constitution.
You see how he's sidelining himself? That means he is not part of the indigenous people of Biafra. Talking as if it doesn't concern him. Those ones that are there in that very House of Assembly, where you have people who claim to be represented, what are they doing? What are they doing there? And how does their own vote count? How does their vote count? These people you are talking about now, ipoB, even if ipoB become a party and put one people in those other places, how is their contribution going to count? How are they going to win votes? As you know that everything is done through voting, how are they going to win the vote? But when they come on the media, they talk in a very beautiful form to try to entice people. And they confuse those they're going to confuse. Bunch of idiots.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM by an evangelist.
It is important we take note of this kind of people. Whenever you see them on media, beware of them. They don't mean well. It doesn't matter how eloquent they sound or look, they don't mean well. You must beware of them at all times. Let us listen to this message from Asabuja, one of our brother in the Igbo land that is also a militant, very outspoken, supporting the cause of the Igbo people. Though he's from Igbo, supporting a brave soldier and core supporter of Mazen Nandekam and ready to protect. I wish that our people can key in to him and listen to what he's saying. Let us hear.
The Amuso of the cherubim, the great honor. The Kwikwi of the seraph, the great honor. The dirty water, the great honor. The Kwikwi of the seraph, and the great honor. It paid me rich bone. Nobody had to. It paid me rich bone. The oppress of the Igbo, where did they do Igbo? We sat as the oppress, they paid me. And the worst part, my fellow Igbo, many of them need to see this thing. Many of them need to reason them. They get one story where our grandfather tell us. He said after the war, after they make peace, after they do everything, bring everybody together, the day where the Nigerian soldiers won't go back, they tell all the Eastern people, make them prepare, say they go play music, dance. The thing they social media. Say they go play music, then go dance. That was 1970 something. Say they go dance. Then go do this, they go do this, they go eat together. Now the whole youth, men, able men, youth in East, prepare come out. Then after that thing, as that thing they go on, so now so soldiers come in. My mother tell me, my own mother, so then gather all the youth, begin the fire people, they kill all the East. They kill us, they kill all the East. Even when then they go back, any youth where they see for road where from East, now so they kill them, they go. This oppress never too much. This intimidation never too much. What do we do for this Nigeria? On I say I want Nigeria that like this. The killing is in Southeast is too much. In Jos, in everywhere. In North, go see the Fulani, they busy, they kill every day, do. Both the one with camera they pick, both the one with camera they pick, both the one with social media they pick, both the one with they kill. Or whether they show. They busy, they kill. No, you don't go here say Air Force do on the air they shoot. You don't go here say Navy, soldiers, military, for all day inside. Now for Southeast, any little thing from Southeast, chop, you go here say Air Force don't enter the whole place. Air Force don't the key. Air Force Navy don't join them. Joint task force don't enter. They don't the key for Southeast. Why like that? My brothers, my elders, my fathers, my mothers, on a they see this thing. On a see they support Yoruba people. On a see they support Fulani and Hausa people. On a no see say they don't like us. If they like us, may them give us power. May them give us power. Igbo man never be vice president. On a they see the thing, disunity on a they see them. Vice president Igbo man never be. And they cry. If they pain me, if they love us, vice president will never be. Come be president. What did Igbo man do where Igbo man will be president? Make when I listen to the video, when I go see the video where vice president talk about Igbo, say make them give Igbo people power. This current vice president to Tinubu, say make them give Igbo people power. What thing happen Igbo man with enter power? Igbo man can't different. If you reach to kill youth in Igbo land, you go see them. Fulani people, you go see them everywhere. Fulani will join soldier. All repentant Fulani people, all repentant bandits. They go pack them, come for Southeast to come kill any youth. You together, they go find one name them ipoB, they go kill them. Get together, birthday party, anything, they go find one name them, say them be Biafra, they go kill them. Any youth, and they see unity there. The betrayal, the hatred too much. The hatred from Hausa and Yoruba. Ah, Jesus, it's too much. If you know too much, make her tell us. Every day they kill for not, they kill for not. You know, just small problem for Southeast. You go see Air Force, you go see armored car, armored tank, armored bunker, armored this everywhere go full the whole. If they don't full Anambra, they go full Imo State, they go full Enugu, they go full Abia State, all like kill. What did they do now? This strength where Nigeria soldiers get, Nigerian military, one and then they use on fight bandits. This strength where Nigeria military get, where Southeast day, one and no go use on fight bandits, fight Fulani there. But these Fulani boys, they busy, they do video, they social media, they the whole video. On and then they track them, on and then they catch them. Even though they catch them, they go release them, we don't go no. Even though they catch them, they go leave them, then go. And you don't go see all these generals give order, say, do this, do this. Their order now for Southeast. Generals, Air Force General, Army General, Military General, their order when they give now for Southeast.
You have heard it. Every single thing that our brother is saying is the truth and nothing but the truth. But what about us? Those of us who are directly affected, what are we doing? What are we doing? We are busy supporting our enemies. More especially those of us from the southeastern region. The Igbo people, more especially. Our Igbo brothers. We have lost our conscience. We have lost our dignity. We no longer have the courage to do what we are supposed to do. We have now become the coward. We are the people now that are best described as cowards. That is sad. That is so, so sad. But no matter what happens, we must continue. We will never allow their idiocy to disturb us. So before we end the program, let us go to some updates that we have on their media. We have some update on their media. Let us look into their media updates before we close the program. This one says, they forgot to treat my dad for 48 hours. Lawyer petition University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital over father's death. That is in Nigeria. Woe to those manipulating religion for economic gain. Pope Leo says amid clash with Trump over Iran war. Nonsense. People will always manipulate and say, I don't know what is bringing that kind of issue. When Pope says something, they say he's talking to Trump. He might be making his own statement. He should know that he has his own vision. He doesn't have to be dragging himself into political issues. And I'm expecting him to be visiting all those places that Christians have been persecuted. That is where he's supposed to focus, not on Trump. Focus on the persecution of Christians. I have never seen him be focusing on that. Atiku Kang, blast presidency, Tinubu not crowned for 8 years. He will be voted out. How Nigerian security agencies contend with shadow intelligence network linked to airline suspension orders. Alleged 33.8 billion fraud. Ex-minister Mamman trial stall over failure to file final address. Court orders arrest of ex-minister Sadia Farouk, farm secretary in alleged 1.3 million fraud case. Million. This is a country where million is missing. $1 million. You see, $1.3 million. Not little money. And nobody is doing anything. In a country that is suffering, that the people cannot even have 1 square meal. Government abduct JAMB candidate orders passengers in Benue. Police launch rescue. You can imagine. Terrorism everywhere. JAMB student abducted. British government probes report of asylum seekers pretending to be gay to stay in UK. Asylum seekers, they pretend to be gay. They know in Africa now we don't need gays in Africa, so they go to UK pretend to be gay. And if they are gay in their country, they will hold them. And that's what you get. Mad people everywhere. You destroy Africa. What do you expect? People will come and look for a place to stay. Journalists demand urgent law to protect Abuja indigenous people. They cry 50 years of injustice displacement. Imagine, Abuja, the federal capital. The indigenous of Abuja themselves are suffering. They are suffering. How Nigerian police officer allegedly colluded with very dark man to leak detention video of Lord. You can imagine. You can imagine. You can imagine. That is what this boy they call very dark man is, and this guy is a complete Nigerian agent. We have been saying it. I have been saying it over and over. One clueless person from nowhere, groomed by the system of Nigeria to come and claim a Messiah, and some idiots, more especially our fellow Biafrans, bunch of clowns that call themselves Igbos, they are supporting him. Very stupid and idiotic people. This social media has really made some people lose their brain because of views. Because people will clap for you, want to envy you, you support every nonsense. because of views. You don't have a word of your own. Just like I can never change my line of thought because of viewers. Never. Who born you? I will never change my line of thought. I will never change the line of my program. Just simply because I want to have view. Never. If everybody like, let them disappear. I will come online as always, say what I want to say and go out. There must be people that have the same value like I have that will listen. Also follow the crowd simply because I want to be relevant. That is not arrant nonsense. And it is more painful that there are more Igbos that are supporting these idiots. Somebody whose program, part of the contract he has is to destroy the image of the Igbo people. Part of the contract this idiot, very dark man, have is to destroy the image of the Igbos. And some of you Igbos, you go to their platform, they are promoting him. They are promoting him. They will be telling him he's doing NGO. What this guy has not even done one quarter what other people has done. Just like the Shore is attacking. Today, he's attacking Shore, trying to make Shore look bad. Shore is fighting against Spito, fighting against Oti. Just to push people against Shore. Shore is 1 million times better. He can never attain the height Shore have attained. This idiot can never attain the height. Go and look at what he's presenting as his position on Shore. Go and see what he's exposing as Shore. Something that every one of us know already. Accusations that have been there over and over again that couldn't hold water. He is just going to bring out things that people have said in the past that didn't hold water. You think that when you say it now, it will hold water. That is how idiotic it is. The same way he forgot. What did Bilal do to him? Nothing. Bilal did nothing to him. A businessman who goes to market, buy something and sell at his rate. It is left for the buyer. It's either you buy from him or you don't buy from him. Just like we have it. If you go to Alaba International now, in the same market, neighbors, this one will be selling 150, this one will be selling 100, this one will be selling 80. In the same line of market, inside the same market. You can never enter somebody's shop. They will tell you, oh, come and buy from me. My own is cheaper. You can't hear that in a market. You go to a market. People go, the same market, you see different varieties of price. It is left for the buyer himself to negotiate and get the better price. That this guy came and began to destroy the business of Bilal. He went to China. He know that many people, Biafrans are Igbos are uploading from China. He went to China. Begin to advertise, do this and do that, destroy in the name of going to destroy. How many has he been able to import since then? How many phones has he been able to import? How many products has he been able to import from China since then? Every single thing he has said has always been lied. And yet, some of us Igbos are supporting him. Imagine. Claiming to be. Look at what he did. Conniving with the police to leak a video of Bilal in detention. After he has connived with the police to also detain Bilal. We shall see your end. We shall see where the case is going to end. We are watching. We are watching. Nigeria Immigration Service disowned passport tendered by lawyer Ozekome in London property dispute. Ozekome, your cup don't fool now. Your cup don't fool. When you left the case of Mazen Nandekano, you were playing games with the case of Mazen Nandekano. You were playing games with the case of Mazen Nandekano with Karawat lawyer. What's it to go? Serve the zoo, come back in shame. Trump announces Israel-Lebanon 10-day ceasefire deal after talk with both leaders. Trump announces Israel-Lebanon 10-day ceasefire deal after talk with both leaders. Trial of Anthony Joshua's driver delay again as court adjourned case to June 2nd. ADC in Enugu tackles ex-governor Nwodo found sleeping at National Convention in Abuja. That's all of them, they sleep now. Is it a new thing? Tinubu no, they sleep for convention. Tinubu, they sleep now. He collected 500,000, then said, do your worst. Man says Nigerian government house policeman scammed him over job promises for some. That one is the order of the day. Osun President protests petition INEC chairman over controversial posting of electoral officers with moons to pull. I never see anything. Police invite activist Israel, Joe, to Abuja after condemning Delta Command mass raid, illegal arrest by Adejobi's men. That's it. Once you talk, they arrest you, they invite you. Amobutan Younger wakes trouble by Azu Ishik. Nigerian police sanction officers in Delta State using POS machine inside station for extortion. In Nigeria. Inside police station, they have POS to extort people. If you come, they say, put your POS, you don't get cash. Oh yeah, we get POS. Oh God. NDDC denies allegation of diversion of jobs project to Interior Minister Akoko constituency. Officials allegedly asked UTME candidates to remove hijab at Ibadan CBT Center. No, let them wear it. How social media influencer, very dark man, falsely attributed WhatsApp group comments to Showore. Don't mind the idiot. His cup has full now. His cup don't full already. Jamb blame overzealous staff for delaying hijab wearing candidates in Ibadan CBT Center. Taraba court to rule on bail application of activist Abdulmunim Imam Friday. Nigerian army accuses IDPs of sheltering Boko Haram, orders relocation of thousands of Borno victims to new camp. Nigeria. Presidency insists Tinubu will complete 8 years like Buhari, knock Atiku over power rotation remarks. Electoral Commission, INEC adjourn Osun governorship election timeline, asks parties to end campaign earlier. Mad people. Mad people. Panic in Kwara. Community as bandit. Panic in Kwara community as bandits invade Odofin Odo Ashe residents. Flee for lives. That is it. Kwara is already bleeding and we continue to bleed because the Yorubas don't want to listen. Court strike out suit as former Kano Deputy Governor Gwazo withdraw impeachment challenge. IMF warns Nigeria's government against returning fuel subsidy despite worsening hardship, cost of living crisis. Bunch of idiots, mad people everywhere. It's not my fault you can't read. Atiku fires back at Tinubu, accuses him of hypocrisy, historical amnesia. Labour Party Vice Chairman calls for removal of newly appointed Osun Rec, alleges illegality. Aviation Minister Kayamu urges airline to suspend shutdown, calls emergency meeting over fuel crisis. Criminals, bunch of criminals. Benue Link confirms driver arrest. Benue Link confirms driver's arrest after abduction of UTME candidates. Abuja court grant bail to crypto entrepreneur B-Lord. Order surrender of passport. Okay, B-Lord have been granted bail. B-Lord finally have been granted bail. So we expect to see B-Lord. B-Lord has been granted bail now. They tell him to submit his passport just 2 hours ago. B-Lord has been granted bail. So that is the breaking news. B-Lord has now been granted bail. Ex-President Jonathan's wife drove me out of PDP. Nonsense. Amishi. Idiot. Brigadier General Bramas, last call to twin caught shot. Caught shot by a Borno terror attack that killed him. See why he was calling his twin. They took him out. It's a pity. Watch video. Lagos Airport imposes 50,000 overnight parking fee amid 70,000 minimum wage crisis. Nigeria. 2.1 billion spent in 9 months. But Suleja Madara Road still a mess. Niger State residents lament. That one is not Newton now. Robert Mugabe's son, Balame, plead guilty to firearm immigration charges in South Africa. Amechi North's article, Northern Presidency argument, says region alone doesn't qualify anyone for presidency. That is all we have for today, my beloved brothers and sisters. We are going to see again in the evening. Like and share the program. And thank you so much for being with me from the beginning of this program up till now. May Chukwu Okukabia guide and protect every one of us. May Chukwu Okukabia guide and protect our leaders. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching. See you again later in the day.
The very oldest language on the face of this earth. Chukwu Okikabia mapụrụ ihe niile Chineke na-enye ndị nsọ na-efe wee na isi ala niile anyị na-agọzi aha nsọ ya mgbe niile. Onye anyị na-aja mma wee anyị anaghị efe arụsị, ọ bụ naanị gị onye kere ihe niile ekere eke mana ọbụrụ onye kere ya. Ọ bụ ya mere ndị ndị nsọ na-ekiri ha na isi ala niile ọbụladị ndị n'ụtụtụ a ehihie abalị n'ụwa niile wee na-arịọ gị mma anyị wee na-arịọ gị ezi ebube gị ngozi tinye ọgbara n'etiti ndị iro ka ha rapụ ndị anyị onye bụ nna Chineke na ndị nsọ ka aka nsị ndị na-etu wee baa isi obodo kwesịrị isi wee laa ya n'ihi anyị wee na-arịọ gị onye na-adịbe maka oge ebighị biko nụ ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee dị ọsọ ọsọ na ụmụ ha daba na anyị wee na-arịọ gị wee na-arịọ ịhụnanya nke pụrụ iche onye iwe etinye ụmụ ya ezi mmụọ nke isi wezụga anyị aka ajọ ihe niile ndụ anyị gọzie aha nsọ isi ala bulie aha nsọ n'elu ise ise ise.
But you know what? They would like you to believe that Samorekpa is the cause of it. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not possible. I have come. Look what you do. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what happens in 5 years to come. Thank you.
Come on,